Backs up another solid season. Benintendi up there in doubles. 41 doubles, was top 10 in the American League after hitting .290. And he slaps that one through for a base hit. They had a bit of a shift on, and Benintendi goes to the opposite field for the game's first hit. And the Red Sox have a man on with one away.
Well, Benintendi, the left-handed hitter, got on top of this high cutter from Jay Happ and went against the shift. Got himself a base hit.
.5-1 record, a 1.98 ERA. Benintendi takes off. Throw to second base, not in time. It's a much different looking Red Sox team than what we saw last year, and even the strong arm Sanchez will be challenged here tonight by Boston, and it's called safe and a stolen base. They will certainly want to take a look at this.
Well, in talking to Alex Cora before the game, you could see Benintendi. I thought he got in there with that left hand and kept the base. That tag is late.
And he bunts, and it's a good one. Coming in, Voit, nobody there. That's a base hit. Perfectly placed. Drag bunt for Andrew Benintendi, and it's first and third with nobody out for Boston.
Voit still had a play. He gave up on it once he saw that Jay Happ was not going to beat Benintendi to first. But look at the hustle by Torres. He comes over to first base. He could have maybe attempted a try to throw it to Torres.
And that's going to do it for Jay Happ.
Big lead for Betts. Stays put. Benintendi, little flare into left field, going to fall for a base hit. And Betts on his way to third base. Throwing on the run is McCutchen. Safe at third. Into second is Benintendi. And the Red Sox running wild as Betts goes first to third on a single to left.
Well, first, nice hitting. If we take a look at Mookie Betts going around and being aggressive, so he being aggressive and taking the extra base allows Benintendi to take second base as well.
Changes the a number 2 hitter driving in 87 runs this season. And he rips that one, fair ball, down into the corner it goes. 1 run is in. Vasquez right behind him is Bradley, and Betts right behind him. A 3 RBI double. Andrew Benintendi. 7-0 Boston. And a big spot to deliver for the number 2 hitter Benintendi.
Well, as I was talking about his opposite field hits, he got a change up there from Lynn and kept it fair down the line. Judge had been playing him to right center by the time he got over there. Betts in his great speed scored.
Stop was Alex Cora back in the late 90s. That's how those two are reunited. Benintendi does take off. So Voit holding Benintendi on, and Benintendi swipes the base. That'll be a stolen base.
Well, I guess from the school of never taking anything for granted. Don't usually see that in the postseason, maybe. Regular season, never.
Dagger with Andrew Benintendi coming up. Scoring chance right away for Boston, and a swing and a liner into right field. A base hit. In to score is Betts. Reddick cuts it off and will hold Benintendi to a single. It's an RBI, and the Red Sox have the lead. 1-0 in the first inning.
Well, 5 pitches in. Red Sox show that no back down. Double by Betts, and on the first pitch, Benintendi rips it between the right fielder and the center fielder. Reddick with a nice play to hold him to a single.
Red Sox dugout up on the rail. Into teams with pass balls and wild pitches. Long look by Keuchel, and that's a base hit. Benintendi slaps it to the opposite field, and it'll be first and second. Boston coming out swinging the bats here in this first inning.
Benintendi had the most opposite field hits in the American League with 62. He continues it here in the postseason.
Beautiful piece of hitting by Andrew Benintendi. One Arkansas Razorback against another in Keuchel. Benintendi had been 1 for his last 13 after a good division series that included a bases loaded clearing double against the Yankees in Game 3. When decisions are in the spotlight, as Benintendi with a base hit to start the 9th inning. One thing managers deal with, especially like Boston going through the series. On the road, they won the last 2 games of their division series on the road at Yankee Stadium, then won yesterday. 3 wins in a row. Benintendi gets into that one, deep center field, long run for Springer. That one's got a chance, and this one's off the top of the wall. That one's in play, and it'll be a double for Andrew Benintendi. He missed a home run by inches. Leadoff double for Andrew Benintendi.
Well, Charlie Morton with the 2-1 curveball got it to 3-1, had to come in to Benintendi, and he did not miss it. He thought off the bat he had a home run deep here in center field off the yellow line.
Got to clear the yellow line. Hits the yellow line. It's in play. Missed it by a couple of inches from going out.
Now you're playing against the best talent in the league.
Benintendi into left center field, and that's hit well. Gonna bounce at the base of the wall. And an opposite field double for Andrew Benintendi. It comes with 1 away, and now the Red Sox put the tying run in scoring position. Gives us a chance to look at our
on Benintendi. Right side, base hit. Here comes Betts. Puig comes up throwing. Throw no good, too high. Down to second, Benintendi. 1-0 Boston in the first. Well, Puig playing super deep. No chance. You got to know who's at second base. And he throws this ball as it gets by Dozier. Betts is one of the best in the league, obviously, with his feet. And now, man on second again for J.D. Martinez. I think the Dodgers are going to try and see if that Benintendi had come off the base. They're waiting, and they're going to challenge it.
Team entering the World Series with fewer days of rest than its opponent has won the World Series. Here's a fly ball into left. It's going to fall for a base hit, and Taylor has it get past him, but Benintendi only makes it to first base. And as we watch his trip down to first, it'll be interesting to see just how hard he was running.
Yeah, he hits us off the end. He first got to locate it, and then he says, okay, that's a bloop. And then once he gets to first base and sees it get by, it's a little bit too late. So he was trouble finding, you know, that when he hit it off the bat, he didn't know exactly where it was. And then the spin on that ball was enough to get by Taylor, but no harm.
No harm because Benintendi wasn't busting it down to first. That's in the air to left, a base hit. Hernandez with a good play to get over and cut it off, but it's 2 on with nobody out here in the 5th. Good jump by Hernandez. That ball gets to the wall. Betts is at least at third, if not scoring.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that Dave Roberts might not make a move right here, but you mentioned it, a great play right here to prevent Mookie from going to third. Mates well, but average is fantastic.
Pops it up left side, long run. Peterson just into the game, can't make the play. It's a double. The ball usually finds the new guy, and on a cold night, Jock Peterson could not get there.
cue shot over to third. Safe. And the bases are loaded. Turner did all he could. Benintendi beat it. And they're going to check to see if they want to challenge that call.
Yeah, the speed of Benintendi, of course, the ball just trickling down the line. Turner had to come in. I don't think he could even think about going back to the bag. So his play was there, and of course he beats it out.
And yet Dave Roberts is walking to the home plate umpire. He's got Kenta Maeda up in the bullpen, and he's going to make yet another pitching change. As Wood had an 0-2. I think when you look back to last night, the Dodgers led 4-0 after 6. The pitching change that happened in the top of the 7th, which has been well documented, we will go deeper into that if we have the chance to do that here tonight. And the bullpen